Hi, everyone. Come on in. Come in and say hello on this sunny day, bringing us all back to life. I'm going to give these cards a good shuffle as you find me. If you're catching me on replay, let me know that you caught it on replay. It's so interesting because I just don't even know where the month went. And I'm like, oh, this is the horse year. It's just going to zoom by. I think at first I interpret it as we're going to be so busy, but I think it's just going to be flash of an eye. That's what's going to happen. So come on in as we get ready to do a weekly guidance for the last full week. No, for the last couple of days of March as we enter into April. We got Easter coming. The Easter Bunny's coming. We're so excited. I can't even believe it. So I'm waiting for you guys to come in and say hi. Let me know that you're here. I will do a rundown on what we have going on. So, of course, ongoing always has my private community, the Divinely Connected community. You can sign up at any time. We are wrapping up week 3. We started it as we came into the new year, and it is something that we are figuring out together. So I'm so grateful for the wonderful 200 plus members that are having patience as we figure it out. It was only strictly on an external platform, but we did move it over to Facebook. It's way easier to connect over on Facebook if you are a Facebook user. So in the community, we do daily check-ins, weekly posts, and then every month we do a class. We do a connect, which is just like a virtual hangout, and then we do messages. So a Messages from Spirit online experience. I do have one open to the public on April 8th. There is still space available, so you can head over to my website for that, as well as if you were a community member that only costs $5.55 a month, you get a Messages from Spirit experience for included in the fee for every month. So it's just a really nice, chill environment of like-minded people, right? To share community, to share experiences. I know when I was super sick, I was taking their advice, right? Get a puffer, do the thing. So it's just like, it's so beautiful to be able just to have this space. So again, if you want to sign up for that, there's links up here on my website, etc. Like I said, April 8th, there is a Messages from Spirit online experience open to the public. You can grab your tickets over at AngelMcClellan.com. April 26th, we are going to Shedicamp for Messages from Spirit in person, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, June 6th, Sydney, Nova Scotia, June 19th, in Fort McMurray, Alberta, October 1st. All of the tickets are available over on my website. And like I said, oh, good guys, you're finding me. We are wrapping up the month of March. It's blowing my mind. March has been heavy. It has been very retrospective. And it's been a little bit trying mentally. You may have found yourself either like mentally overwhelmed, mentally numb. If you were one of those who got those dandy germs, a lot of brain fog came with that. Also March came in with a lot of mental overthinking, a lot of clearing it. What it is clearing it out. Did it feel like that? No. It felt like our anxiety was through the roof. It felt like we were having broken sleep. Still is. My sleep is less broken, but I'm still waking up not feeling super rested. So I guess that's improvement. Hopefully that wraps up as we wrap up the month of March. And hi Sharon, we're back to feeling more of ourselves. March is very much that final month that is releasing the 2025 energy. So I know that we said that coming in to January, March is bringing up those hefty energies that we are still carrying in our energy body. So don't forget, not only do we have Sharon, yeah, it did. It felt like a giant shit show. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And so if you were feeling like, what is happening? Where is this coming from? 2026 made me all of these promises. Where are they? They're coming. They're coming. And they're coming as soon as the start of April. We're really going to be feeling the shift. We have a full moon right out of the gates. What day is that? I think it may be on the weekend. Anyways, in the first couple of days of April, somebody tell me when the full moon is. It's soon. But it's so important. And this is what I loved about having the Divinely Connected community to kind of go, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, over here too. And so it's just so nice to be able to say, hey, what's going on? Are you guys feeling this way? I find personally, my personal experience, I take such comfort out of knowing that I'm not alone having these experiences. I don't need you to come and fix it for me. I just need to know it's not me and let me go do what I gotta do, right? And so that's one of my favorite things about the Divinely Connected community, Carrie. Yeah, the mental numb for a long time thanks to menopause, right? Listen, that's, you know what? Like the mental fog is driving me insane. April 2nd, I think. Thank you, Melanie. So we can definitely expect, and again, hopefully we're seeing more sunshine. A lot of it was coming into play, right? A lot of it was everything kind of coming to a head. What's so wonderful is when the energy comes to a head, then we're over the hump, right? And so really looking forward to seeing what April brings forward, really looking forward to moving forward, taking the knowledge, because that's what it is, okay? We all, you know what, March is hard, heavy, but did it force you to stop and go, what do I need right now? Because I know I did. I know my expectations moving into the month of what I wanted to accomplish that month and what I wanted to work on, even for the rest of the year, completely changed. And now that I'm getting ready to leave this month, I have made changes and had realizations, not only that affect everyday life, but also affects my plans moving forward for the months to come. And so it's very purposeful when the universe does this to us. Do we like it? No. Will we ever choose it for ourselves? No. Is it for our highest good? Yes. Right. The pink moon, April 1st. Thank you guys so much. Yep. April Fool's full moon. Of course. Joke's on us. We've been feeling this full moon for weeks. Oh, Punta Cana. Oh, that is just, you know what? That's going to fix you right up, Kiri, and you're going to come back and it's going to be beautiful here. I love that. I've been so emotional and absolutely no sleep. Yeah. And then walking around in this fog, because again, when we're not getting adequate rest in the dreams and the bizarre dreams. Yeah. So all of this is I think just coming in an extreme manner to like be like, okay, guys, we're done. We're moving forward. And I'm really looking forward to that. All right. Let's get into it. I have 5 cards pulled. Let's see what the final days of March and the first days of April brings in. You can't even make this up, guys. The release card. Okay. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Psychic Medium Angela McClellan. I come on every Sunday for a general card read of what we can expect moving forward. Endings that lead to new beginnings, the needs to release situation and people that hold you back, a spiritual transformation. I also just heard, please use us. So talk to your divine team, talk to your angels, right? We're doing a lot of work. You have been doing a lot of work. And it's been very much putting your head down and doing what gotta get done. But the angels are like, we can help. We are here. We are here. We are here. And it is important to remember that, right? To remember that. So you may be doing some journal work, or you may have some realizations of like, you know what? I need to release this, or this is no longer serving me, or I have to let this go. Hey, angels, please help me with X, Y, and Z. Right? And so don't forget to use them. And again, you know, this year is coming in with a lot of momentum. It's coming in with a lot of connection. Don't forget to use your divine team. Don't forget to connect with them, to ask for help, to ask them what's my next step, bring through who can help me, right? And I think that this is so important. We forget because we were so just put your head down and try to get through it, right? There's also this feeling of take time. Okay, this makes sense. Take time right now over the next couple of days to journal your experiences this month. Because what's going to happen is things are going to pick up and things are going to get lighter and we're going to be moving forward and we're going to get distracted and we're going to forget the answers and the solutions and the clarity that came to us this month. And this is something that comes in. This is why I say any intuitive work that I do, as in readings, there's a sliding scale to the I love that, to timelines. Because and I'm guilty of this. I'll receive something and then I will forget. Go do the family stuff, finally have a minute, do a doom scroll, gone. Right? And so it is really interesting. And if you have been feeling the push like I have to limit your social media and change the social media content that you are consuming, that is exactly why. No more distractions, no more complications, no more temptations to compare, right? And so you're not alone in recognizing this is not serving me. But we also have to remember this is not serving me even when things feel less dire, okay? There is absolutely reward coming in. The lightness, again, they said, yep. Full moon energy is going to be like, it almost feels like static energy. So we may be feeling anxious. We may have palpitations. We may not be sleeping, but then it's gone. It's released. They're saying like, this is the final big clear out. And that in of itself is a reward. Being able to wake up and enjoy your life is a reward. That has not been something that has been a given for the last couple of years. And so this is really going to be that shift and that transition. So I absolutely love this. There's also this feeling of like seeing and feeling and accepting the outcomes and the benefits of the choices and the changes that you have made. And I absolutely love this. This feels very like, was it working? I don't know if it was working. And then being able to see that it's working, being able to see, it's interesting. So like, for an example, in context of my parenting, right? I can clearly see now that my children are older that choices and decisions that I made when they were little are now coming into fruition. Now I can kind of go, oh yeah, that did matter, right? I'm glad I stuck with that because look, I'm seeing the benefits. So that is an external validation. The same thing happens with us, right? And so think of who you were 5 years ago, 8 years ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, right? Because it's just been like learning boot camp, healing boot camp. And when it's kind of like, well, we lift one layer, then the second layer comes in the third, and it's like we didn't have a chance to sit with it and be like, oh, yeah, I can really see and feel the benefits of the choices and the decisions and the healing that I have done. We're entering a season where we're able to. That means it's going to be easier for peace. It's going to be easier for contentment. It's going to be easier for connection. You're going to feel more settled. You're going to feel more grounded. And I really, really love that because a lot of the times it's ourselves feeling discomfort that then gets us out there sabotaging and scurrying around. And so this very much is a reward season, but in a we made it type of feeling, which I absolutely love. Okay. There is a little bit of so this is like, so the ego comes out with the 6 of air, which is all about endings of challenging times. Things are looking up, but there's the ego bringing through seeds of doubt. So you're having a hard time trusting that. You're having a hard time banking on that. And that's okay. 1, ask your angels to help. 2, keep that awareness. Like I said, take time to reflect, journal it, have it in the forefront, make the changes and go, this is why. Here's my intention that I'm setting, and this is why. Because we forget so freaking fast. We forget so freaking fast. Okay. So the ego comes in, which is bringing up a lot of doubt and fear. And what's interesting is that there's a lack of tolerance. So say, for example, you have social anxiety, or say, for example, you have financial worries, or there is a relationship that we're unhappy in, or there's boundaries that need to be set. And this is something that you have been grappling for some time, right? Like, I've been working on this and we're getting fatigued, right? And so now what's happening is that there's an opportunity to like take it across the finish line, right? Like, I'm no longer going to be hard on myself. I'm no longer wasting my time on people that no longer serve me. I'm no longer taking on responsibilities for BS that is not mine to carry, whatever it is, right? And so this again, as a result of the intensity and the heaviness of March, it's getting our lack of tolerance where it needs to be so that we can skate it across that finish line. The ego will feel threatened when we are getting close to the full releasing. What does that mean? It means it's going to kick up. You may go, oh, I thought I was doing good with whatever it is, right? The ego is going to go and give you that universal test to try again so that you can go, I'm choosing different. I'm done with this back and forth and doubting myself. Okay. And so really nice to see that coming in. Remember, when this comes up, it's not punishment. It's an opportunity to choose different. Okay. There are some decisions that are coming in. It does seem like a little bit sudden. All of a sudden we may be feeling like, oh, it's go time. Like, you know, maybe you're going to talk about big purchases. Maybe we're talking about renovations. Maybe we're talking about job changes. Maybe we're talking about expanding our family, whatever it is. There is this feeling of like, now is the time, right? And so there's a little bit there's an air of, oh shit, right? Is it the right time with the state of the world? It looks great. It looks great. So safe to make changes that your soul feels is right for you. You have the ability to be grounded, be practical about how you proceed, but it does show that you're being ambitious and taking the next step. So that feels really good too. It's also going to feel really good to start living again. And I know that we've been talking about this, about saying yes to life again. Right? And so having this new step forward is going to be really rejuvenating to your soul. Okay. We do have celebration coming in. Now the celebration comes in, there's a little bit of resistance to it. And I think depending on your situation will dictate how this is coming in. So the celebration is coming in. I immediately felt some jealousy and some envy. So there can be some, you know, backhanded comments, that type of thing, coming up, which is not yours to carry. There's also this feeling of a new opportunity and then I can't, but you can. So a little bit of self-sabotaging. So a little bit of inner conflict coming in there. There's also this kind of, a decision for some. It may then show up as, this is what I feel is best for me. And there may be lack of support from those who love you the most. Okay. And so this has the opportunity for conflict or debate or hurt feelings, because there's this feeling that there's been a lot of sacrificing on your end. And now it's your time to shine. And the least that they can do is show up. Remember, people can only show up for you no matter how much they love you, right? Out of a collective response to their life experience. So where they are in their healing, emotional intelligence, life experiences, happiness level, trauma, right? They can only, so that's why other people's validations and approvals must come second to yours, right? They can have the best intentions and love us the most, but if they have unhealed parts to themselves, then that can show up. And if you're dictating how you feel and what you're doing connected to their approval, then it is not an accurate representation or support level, okay? And so kind of keep this in mind, because I do feel like in many of the situations, I think they gave 3 different ways that this could come in. It can hurt, right? It can hurt our feelings. And so just keep this in mind. We have the celebration. This is a new beginning, amazing opportunity, feels really good for you. There's that resistance of change. There's a hiccup along the way, but listen to your soul and listen to your authentic self, and you know, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Take time, check in with yourself. And if you feel like this is right and you feel like this is for you, then this is right and this is for you. And that is important. Okay. It looks like it's overall a good week. I do feel like once we get over the hump of the full moon on April 1st, that this kind of static energy, anxiety, broken sleep, active sleep, so not waking up rested, we're moving away from that, right? And really by the time we get to the 2nd week in April, we're going to be zipping and zooming. So really looking forward to that. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I hope that you take time to reflect and journal about what March taught you, so you have that foundation and the intention set in your mind moving forward. And I'll see you next week. See you next week, and it'll be April. So crazy. So crazy. All right. See you then.